Welcome to Optimal Timelines. My name is Sean, and this is going to be your June 2023 Tarotscope readings for your North Node by sign and house. Now, if you're new to the channel, the reason I use your North Node in readings as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant sign is that it's recognized in astrology that your North Node is like your North Star. It's your soul path. It's what you're here to learn and experience. And so you have much more in common with those that share your North Node by sign and house as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant sign. Now, you're going to want to watch two readings. You're going to want to watch one for your North Node by sign and one for your North Node by house because they're both relevant. If you're unfamiliar with your North Node, there's going to be a link in the description box below so you could look up and find out some more information. So I am going to connect to the energies and then we can begin the reading. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, Taurus North Node or North Node in the second house. This is going to be your June 2023 Tarotscope reading. Okay, so the spread on this side of the table represents the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th, and this side over here represents the second half of the month from the 16th on. Now, your overall theme card this month is you got the King of Wands. And what I'm seeing here when I see this card and in the first half of the month is I'm seeing a lot of energy, like energy as far as like fire energy or because wands usually are like passion, inner passion, fire, fiery emotional energy, but also like physical energy. And I'm seeing that a lot of you are feeling this influx of general energy in your life, and it's wanting to be channeled in a certain direction. Now, it makes sense because, we just had our recent eclipse season here with the Taurus and Scorpio eclipses, okay? It's been very, very intense and transformative for anybody that has anything near anywhere in the fixed signs or anywhere near Scorpio or Taurus. So with your North Node in Taurus and South Node in Scorpio and or the second house, 8th house, you've probably been feeling it a lot. Now, for each of you, it's going to be kind of different, but what I'm seeing here is this first half of the month is there's going to be something to where there could be a lot of maybe worry going on, like an overactive mind I'm seeing with this reversed Queen of Swords here. And it's causing you like the worry. What could you be worrying about? We could be worrying about lots of things like career, family, love relationship, money could be that with this and I'm seeing like a juggling going on with this worry. The big worry is that it's almost like with this going up in the timeline, you have this 6 of Wands over here on your timeline reversed. It's almost like the energy, it could be playing out and maybe an overactive imagination, or almost like it could be like a pessimism, because And I feel like for you, if you're feeling like worried or pessimistic, like I'm not sure if this is going to work out or if I'm going in the right direction, I feel like a lot of the worry for you is unwarranted. And I feel like because you're worried about like not being successful in some area or not it not working out in your best interest. And I feel like it's unwarranted. I know myself having my moon in Scorpio too. I've been kind of feeling that too, and feeling this energy where it could be a little bit of like just like there's a lot of energy in general, and sometimes you channel it. Like you might have days where you're just like super productive and you're just focused in, but then other times maybe at night you're like your mind is just overactive. And I just like I said, I feel like it's unwarranted. That don't let the your overactive imagination kind of get the best of you. And I feel like these first 2 weeks there could be something that you are dealing with. So what is the solution? Okay, because as I said, it could be money or any of those other areas of your life. The two advice cards are very good for you. Okay, you have again energy. We have the 8 of Wands reversed, and you've got the 10 of Pentacles. So what this is saying here is this is saying the 8 of Wands, first of all, this is about hold your horses, stop. Like, stop overthinking, stop kind of letting that energy, uh, kind of spin you out a bit. It's like kind of go out of control. Because, see, when energy flows like through our lives and through the universe, and especially when it comes in, like it hits us in large quantities, it depending on kind of where we're at, sometimes we're able to like use it and channel it. But remember, like energy has to be focused. I mean, really, that's what a laser beam is. A laser is really focused concentrated light. It's as opposed to diffuse light. If you ever get a flashlight and you put it on the widest, it just kind of, it's like a wide, it's not really focused, it's not super bright, but it's just like a large illumination area. Okay, but the more you focus it, the more intense it gets. But it has to be controlled, and so that's what I'm saying. So it's like really stop um, where you're at, and don't let this energy spin you out of control. But what you want to focus on, remember, your North Node being in Taurus or the second house, you want to start to embody that Taurus energy or that second house energy, which is slow and steady and moving methodically forward and taking your time. But specifically with this 10 of Pentacles, it's about really telling you to really dig into the positive aspects of your life, or what things that you enjoy. And it's almost like thinking, like look at the abundance that you have around you, all of the good things, focusing on that, like stopping, moving forward like at a crazy pace, but really take the time to like smell the roses, look at what you have. um, Start thinking about, like, if it's like money issues, like start thinking about, okay, how can you embody that Taurus energy of really beginning to tap into you know more abundance. Or if it's you're worried about like anything in your life, like bring it into focus on the positives. It's really focusing on the positive and like channeling that energy, but also into productive areas of your life, like channeling that into better things, as opposed to just letting your mind kind of go um, off on its own. But I feel like that's kind of what we're all dealing with this to a certain extent, but especially the first 2 weeks. Okay, I really feel like it's time for you to um, channel that energy. And sometimes it could be like just you need to like go for a walk or do something, and like you know just don't, if you find yourself like really worrying or like overthinking stuff or moving too quickly, it really is time to just like say, okay, time out. And ultimately what you want to do is, if you notice any sort of thoughts or patterns that are like negative thought patterns, you really want to like kind of like stop that and start, like, as I said, where you could start is just on the things you enjoy in life. Take this month and really, especially the first 2 weeks, and just tap into what your joys are in life. Tap into what brings you happiness and brings you pleasure, whatever that is for you. And yeah, you're going to find that you're going to use that energy in a lot better um, direction than you have been. Now, moving on to the second half of the month. On your timeline, you've got the Chariot reversed, you've got the Eight of Cups, and you've got the Six of Pentacles. Now, what I'm seeing here for a lot of you is this second half of the month. I feel like a lot of you are like, you there's a situation that you're ready to be done with in a way, or you're done doing it the way it's been done in the past. Like there could be a situation, what I'm feeling is like it's kind of going around in circles or not really going anywhere, like a pattern. And for each of you, like I said, it's going to be different of where this is. But think of an area of your life that you feel like it's not really moving forward for you. And with the Eight of Cups, it's like it's time to kind of move on from that. Um, I feel, and then for some of you, your advice cards, you've got the Lovers, and then you've got the Seven of Swords reversed. Um, what I feel like is going on. Like, let's take relationships for example. I feel like it's almost like for a lot of you in relationships, you could be um, overly giving, and maybe it's not appreciated. And this could be in a job situation. It could be any sort of a relationship, love, a family, friend, some situation where you could be overly giving, or for some of you not giving enough. There's something about like the flow of energy again that is there's something off about it. So like if there's a situation that you feel like is not moving like you would like it seems to be going in circles or not in the direction you want, ask yourself, okay, am I putting too much into this and not getting enough out? Or am I putting too little into it and not getting enough out? And as I said here with your timeline, there could be a situation where you're like, okay, it is time for me to like think about like, moving on. Um, or it needs to be adjusted in some way. Okay. Now, with the advice cards, like I said, with the Lovers and the Seven of Swords reversed, I see for a lot of you, there also could be this renewal of like a person that you were. I see what's wanting to emerge is a person you once were in your heart and in your mind is wanting to emerge. And it could be wanting to emerge because you've gone through a lot. I see with this Seven of Swords reversed, it's like you've gone through maybe a lot of dramatic situations, a lot of things. And along the way, sometimes when we go through a lot in our life, we can kind of lose part of ourselves and lose who we once were. You're not really lose it, but let's say it's like you kind of forget that part of yourself. And I feel like a lot of you are working toward becoming that person that you either once were, or that person that you really want to embody, but you're moving toward that. But specifically, like I said, with this second half of the month, look at areas of your life to where you are or have given too much and not gotten enough out, or if you need to put more focus in that area and decide, okay, is it worth it? Is it worth making adjustments here? Or for my own good, do I need to maybe look elsewhere? And again, it's really like a judgment call. But overall, for this month, remember that with this Eight of Wands reversed, you really want to slow down and make sure that the energy that is around you is not spinning you out too much, because that also could be putting you going around in circles because there's just so much energy and has been for a while. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you have any questions, reach out to me in the comments. I love to interact with y'all. And if you would like a personal reading, there's going to be a link in the description box below, and you can check out my website and get some more information on that. So again, thanks for watching. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings.